Hey everybody, Mobile Gamers Unite. So today I'm just kind of messing around with Joshua, and this is like a level 35 Guild War run, but I just kind of wanted to showcase how Joshua works with his Guardian Infantry. Playing him is quite a bit different. Really, the only thing you need to worry about changing up as far as your gameplay style goes, I would have to say, we're going to fusion buff him. I'd have to say that you're not going to be using single target ranged attacks. Instead, what you're going to try to do, you're going to use his skills to do damage, which, hey, 80-90% of the time you're probably doing that anyway, because that's really where most of his damage is. But then when it comes to, like, if you run out of skills to use, instead of approaching somebody and attacking them from a distance, you're just going to want to get them into full-on melee combat. Because when you attack from one block away, you are effectively only attacking with Joshua. Guardian Infantry will not attack a unit that's a block away, unless you got somebody like Langrisser running them and using Javelin, because Javelin specifically lets your troops attack as well, which is why I love Langrisser so much. I'm sorry, Lanford and his Javelin ability are just so awesome. But with Joshua, say we ran out of any of these moves to use, instead we will attack this guy in close quarters combat, and pretty much nothing's really going to stand a chance, because you have Guardian Infantry, which has such a high attack, and then you have Joshua there, and his defense, or I'm sorry, his attack is not getting reduced. Oh, I missed this guy. I didn't know he was there. I would have had Luna kill him. Whoops. So, but yeah, this is just me and my buddy Ling running some Guild Wars real quick, and I don't know why he invited me. We usually auto-run these things. So I just figured I'd shoot a video real quick, and I got Joshua here, and really Joshua and Luna could run this map alone just as easy as his characters could. So, but it's just fun. I like bringing Joshua on these maps because of the way that his AoEs work. It favors skill-based play, lining people up, doing a shit ton of damage to them. Also, it's a pretty good time to point out that I do not like running Joshua's actual fusion power. I don't like it. I don't like taking that slot up on Joshua. I would rather have Joshua use Luna's fusion power and get the stat boost off of that, and I would instead rather have him bring more usable skills to the table. So, but this is what we're doing today, just kind of chilling, hanging out. Everybody's just kind of killing time, waiting for the second half of the limited banner to drop. And I can't tell you guys enough, save up your resources, save them all up, hold on to everything, because when that second limited banner drops, those are going to be some very, very powerful characters. What's the guy's name? Leonard something. He's super rated, super powerful, and I've seen that from numerous sources. So, you know, I can only expect him to be as powerful as what I'm hearing about him through the grapevine. So everybody's going to want these new characters that are dropping, and either you're going to have enough resources saved up to pick these characters up, or you're not. So right now, you have a week, you have maybe two. Run anything that you can that will yield crystals. Save them all up. So that's what I'm preaching to everybody. That's the smartest thing you can do. But then again, I've already done some dumb shit too, and even pulled on some items. Hey, we're only human, and we get bored in the meantime while we're waiting. This is what I like about Joshua. Things like this. Dark Demise. Bow. I just think that's super fun. And it can be super useful. And of course, it makes him a PvP monster. Because a lot of PvP fights are You know, you're going to have characters grouped up together because you're going to have people hovering around a tank. And what Dark Demise does is it gives you the ability to hit quite a few people, do good damage, and everybody that gets hit by Dark Demise, they lose 2 buffs. That's pretty damn good. So taking buffs off of people while doing damage to them and, you know, getting critical hits on them and stuff, that's what this guy's all about. He's just short on range. So we're just going to chill there. But, you know, Luna can go down here and she can just tear everybody up. So, and that's another reason why I like Joshua so much. He plays so well with Luna. All right, whether you're actually using the fixed damage that she's giving you or not, a lot of times I'll use Luna's buff just to increase his stats. I don't really care if I'm going to be hitting with that fixed damage of hers or not. Just increasing his stats are good enough. So, I mean, that is personally what works for me. If not, I could always bring I could always bring her and use her Princess Power, which just adds 20% to skill damage. And Joshua would just be awesome with that. Now his skills would just do 20% more on top of the stat buffs that you get instead of that fixed damage that Luna gives. So if anybody has Joshua out there and you're trying to figure out how you want to play him, how you want to run him, my best bet and the best starting advice I could give would be put away his fusion power and try to use somebody else's fusion power on him and bring as many offensive skills as you can and see if you like that type of play style. Or if you're really going for something specific, like I can see where his fusion power would be used, but then again, it's like the same beef that I have with Zarita having a fusion power. Like I want her attacking the whole time instead of using fusion powers. All right, like for instance, we're just gonna hit all these guys. We're gonna do some decent damage. Then they're gonna get hit with that, and then bam, another crit. Okay. More fixed damage. I love it. Then Luna can kind of come in here and be like, hey, some of you guys, it's game over. In fact, we'll take this other Luna out. I'd also like to point out how easy it is to get Luna's attack to like 1,000. It's super easy. It doesn't take that much gear at all because a lot of SR gear will give you magic defense. They've made magic defense very easy to obtain in this game. So that is why I've put so much stock into Luna. This is my alt account, of course, I would just like to add. This is not my main account. This is my alt account. This is the account where we have the Extreme Magic Bow for Joshua. So, and that was me just kind of showcasing how Joshua works. I will do this later with like some high-end content, but I would just happen to be in a guild run for really no reason, and I figured, why not shoot a video? Mobile Gamers Unite. Peace, everybody.